Sad light. Sad sun got grass up its ass, cries hot tears in old pants. When people sell her short, he would like to move. Play the ending day game, they're all the same. Claim to fame that has no name. The sky is blue, art is too. Found the fresher air, opening in its despair. Forgot about the cosmos of diamond stars, I can't remember how or why. It makes an empty world lonely, starts to cry for a word that doesn't exist. A sentence with missing letters, written to recite. Numbers spilling out of an alphabet soup, speaking of you. Nothing new, I talk to you. In the hot sun, losing its pathway. Sorry to say, no more day. Glowworms shine in the dark. Echoes Canyon. My footsteps echo in the park. A voice I hear is moving through the dark, waiting for a flashing spark to light up the park. I write for myself alone in an empty house. I'm invisible to tree and dogs can barely see me. Want to swim in the sea of orange tea that will set the human race free. We really all exist in a box. The box has plenty of locks, like my floor door. Nobody will share what's in store. The creator has an invention kit. A music box is in it. It won't take long to write these songs. The ideas brought and sold are one. Drinking too much cheap rum, it takes a sum. All alone by myself in one of my house's rooms. Watching Jupiter's jumping moons while eating ice cream sushi with soup spoons. Made in musical tunes, found tucked away for summer's coming noons. Nothing for anybody. As I blunder, I am pushed asunder, round and down under. Throw out a lot of trash, collected for cash. Creation sitting in its own shadow, she gets to casting a good magical spell. There is no rhyme or reason, it is the season. It makes no difference in a poetry's rhyme. I do too much writing and not enough reading. Such a miserly mensch. Sleeper, wake up! Funny thoughts and laughter's laughs I write in the words of all the rock stars' minds. Love is a multiple mirror. Insanity sucks. The mentally ill are nice people. Shut down all of my windows in a town of disgrace. Dreams 511. Tickets to the gates of heaven. A choir plays on the stair. We'll keep the billions lined up to go up there. Insane, imbibing in the back car of a train. Everyone is the professor of a mind's classroom, except the janitor who collects the garbage with a broom. On purple-white moonlight light, angels sleep tight and try not to fight in black and white. The television screen is dead. Radios are carried for the medicated. Try to keep away from the news in the internet magazine. Always was overrated and now blindly debated. Eyes, cameras, shutters, stutters. Their world freezes the time. In a rainbow's rhyme, the purple sunshine is divine. There were 4 legs to this camera, a head with a fat belly full of jelly. 2 years of ticking tocks by grandfather clocks as I come out of a box without any shoes or socks. Yellow and pink lemonade rains, paper planes fly into the sun. The colors of the rainbow will run. My feathered pillow weighs a ton. In this dream's poem, end 511. 33 days. Dark night into daylight brings dawn. Between dusk and dawn is a magical song. Days seem long in the lazy summer's heat. A broken king's peace is reigning in heaven, where everything is a number 5711. The page that has already been is no longer under my skin. New rhyme fills my mind with music divine. My thoughts will all fall in a line, given precious time. The lemon tastes like a green lime wine. Tomorrow you will be mine. Advertising rhyme. Riding on the moon, sailing in the sun, rolling in a black hole, I'm 3 yards taller. I hear a noisy telephone caller, the square is round. I'm missing what will never be found. I can hear the dead sound. I'm looking for a new noun in my prison sentences. The pronouns, adjectives, anecdotal antics too, heaven sent by a circus clown. I'll have to leave town wearing nothing but a frown, while turning around from the screaming silence that is never found. There's a sign on the highway up ahead, but I can't read what it said. I can see why I fail. Letters are always written in a musical scale. By tea kettles piping out braille, faces I see spread into third places, as seconds tick by in heartbeat spaces. In my room I play soulful tunes, with golden and silver spoons, passing afternoons. Shooting the bull. Life slows, autumn's remaining ember glows. Wine flows, a sun shows, in winter snows. Wind blows, light turns dimmer and lows. You've gotten old, it's turned cold. Stories I've been told that will never be sold, except in my head, where nothing is ever said. Wish it was spoken instead, better read. Resting in the room of my nap at noon, waiting for a blue harvest moon which won't come soon, later in our lives when I'm dead. Living on borrowed time. Am I living on borrowed time? It appears not. The world lives on stolen time. Is life in a rush to get done with? A rush or a slow motion's picture? Dreaming in color inside Van Gogh's paintings, wandering into a heavy Tolstoy novel. I live forever in a poet's utopia, want to stay in Never Never Land. I don't live in a city or the country, live in the suburbs, where the town folk have bigger mouths than their elephant ears can hear. All in a rush of precious seconds to go nowhere. The grass seems greener there. Cusses, I dare swear, into the deaf air. What is fair is fair. Although I'd like to get away from there, I'm here to stay for another day. Subject numbered none. Does the beautifully orange and green bird cast a black shadow on the ground? Fallen pieces of matter. It would take a lifetime and more to recite the universe's counting numbers. Infinity should be a project never finished even after the space of time. In the cosmic rhyme, infinity goes on forever. Maybe never. In a lifetime's long endeavor, until the heavenly bodies disappear, dissipates all energy until it evaporates, or as water stops flowing. It's like never finding out or knowing. What's invisible really makes no showing. While the world is reaping what is sowing, an artist's thoughts will never stop flowing. Like a galaxy glittering and glowing, what will stop that never ceases growing? The winding clock's wind will always be blowing to wherever it may be going. Talks like a musician. They write like all magicians and talk like musicians. A few do. They say look both ways before you talk, or you may end up getting run over by a passing star. Couldn't help but stick my big butt in the cement before I spoke. Now there's an impression of my rear in the cement, autographed by me. Like Grauman's Chinese theater blocks away from Hollywood and Vine, living a cat's lives of 9. So raise your stein to this story of mine. Life is sublime when it changes from riddle into rhyme, especially for me and my big mouths behind. I hope you have the time to read this folktales rhyme. Rhymes with the times.